Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, June 13th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. That's right, folks, another fun Thursday night to talk about all the spectacular things happening in the world of professional wrestling. We're talking wrestling matches, talk segments, OMG moments, surprise appearances from major wrestling icons, legends, and whoever is crossing through the proverbial portals in between promotions.
Prohibited portals, you mean?
The prohibited portals in between promotions. And guiding you on this journey is your host. I am Jose Casabona. You put my title card up too early.
I
Yeah, you did.
I cue it to the music. I don't cue it to you.
Well, cue it to me.
All right, fine. Well, you guys want to see Jose's name again? Here's his name again.
I am Jose Casabona. I am also the host, the founder, the executive producer, and content manager of the Ravens Flock channel. And we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my typewriter for Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week. The man who wrote the book on the broken universe.
Yeah.
Mr. One Arouse.
That introduction was wonderful. Yes. Thank you for that introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the mister.
Of course, not a problem. Yeah. And like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. We've been working since 2013 to make your voice our mission, and the only thing that's really stopping us now is our 9-to-5 jobs that we need to have in order to survive. But with your help, we can break away from that. All we ask from you is that you continue supporting us by spreading the good word of the Ravens Flock, by sharing these videos, by sharing it to your friends, relatives, people that you might have crossed along the way, and other folks who just quite frankly had to are better served by being subscribed to us.
Share this link to all your friends. Tell them about how exciting we are, how many shows we have on this channel. We have everything to cater to every nerd out there.
And the more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers we'll be able to convert out of that. And before you know it, we'll be full-time streamers, and we can cut those shackles and break free. With your help and your continuing support, we can and will succeed.
You also have access to Members First and Members Only content.
A special discount to our merch store, link in the description below.
And you'll have access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by
providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas about how to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up over here, Mr. Quake and Nikki Bella and Vicente Guerrero are up in the chat. Hey, up, guys. Welcome one and all. But pray tell, Jose, what is it exactly that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Now, to paint the picture of where we are right now in the wrestling story of 2024, we are just a couple of weeks away from AEW's crossover pay-per-view event with New Japan Pro Wrestling, The Forbidden Door 2024. That's right.
That reminds me, also, Jeannie Rick is in the chat. Hey up, Jeannie Rick. Thank you, by the way, for last night. We missed it as we were winding down on the Black Files, but thank you very much for last night's $1.99 super sticker!
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Thank you for joining us early on now.
We really do appreciate you being here and your continuing support.
Hells yeah. Now, WWE has just wrapped up their pay-per-view event of NXT Battleground. More on that later. And TNA is gearing things up for tomorrow night for their pay-per-view event Against All Odds, which will be on Friday, June 14th at the Cicero Stadium in Chicago, Illinois. And they're sold out!
Unbelievable. A TNA show sold out before an AEW show does.
Hey, come on. Don't throw that shade, man. Leave it for the tribal fans.
Whoa, what is that? Are you telling me you did not get notified that the Ravens flock was live tonight? So you just came on and just saw that we were on. That is look at what YouTube's doing to us here.
Yeah. Make sure that you check the notification bell. Make sure that it is pressed on, because YouTube, for some weird reason, is unbelling a lot of our subscribers. So make sure that you are subscribed and make sure that notification bell is clicked on so that you'll stay up to date.
And instead of set to personalized, set it to all. That way you'll get dinged with everything that we send you. You know, we're like that way you don't miss a beat. You mentioned all these different shows. We got the Forbidden Door coming up. We've got Against All Odds from TNA coming up in less than 24 hours. How the hell are we going to keep up with all this pro wrestling?
Listen, man. There are 3 ways to keep up with this. All right. There's confidence. There's patience. There's sheer fucking will.
You're forgetting the most important thing that we'll need.
Oh yes, as we'll also need energy.
Yeah, I was about to say, which is why we here at the Ravens Flock are proud to continue partnering with Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy keeps you running strong all day long, just like your favorite motley crew of nerds. Whether you're working behind a desk, out on the field, or you're working your mind, or you're working your body, Glitch Energy's formulated specialized smart energy formula keeps you running with zero sugar, zero carbs, 0 calories, and 0 crash, as well as the Glitch Revive line. If for those who don't use anything caffeinated, this will keep you running with all the electrolytes and amino acids you need to keep yourself hydrated all day long. But what's the most important thing about Glitch Energy here?
The most important thing about Glitch Energy is that we care about the taste. We care about the flavor. And if you go onto their website, glitchenergy.com, you'll see that they have a large variety of different combination blends for their Smart Energy line and for the Revive line. It's amazing what flavors they come up with every week.
For instance, influenced by the new video game Project Tower, they've got Focus Serum, which is boysenberry flavored. Not poison, like you said last night, Jose. Boysen with a B.
It's easy to make that mistake, Juan. Jeez.
Boysenberry.
Boysenberry. Boysenberry.
Boysen.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Boysen.
And folks, if you go on to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order.
So there really is no good reason not to get a hold of Glitch Energy. These guys keep you running strong all day long, just like we said. And like we mentioned earlier, they've been spoiling us with a wide range of different flavors. The one that I really need for us to... Wait, what the hell is this? Is this a new flavor? Is this a new flavor?
It hasn't even been a week!
It hasn't even been a week! Karen Tears!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That's bullshit! I love it!
You know, we need to
Look at that! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Sour
grape! Get it!
I think we need to get that for Angel. We need to get that for Angel.
We need to get that for Angel! Yes! Oh my god! Oh, Jesus Christ! That's hysterical! Oh my god, I can't believe it!
It's amazing how
lads!
It's crazy how fast Glitch Energy is coming out with these different blends. And it hasn't been a full week. This is amazing. I love it.
Then if the one that I was originally going to go to is the one that I really need Glitch Energy to send to us, too freaking sweet. Neon Sugar, okay? If we haven't made it clear enough, me wanty cotton candy. For the love of Pete, send us some cotton candy flavored Glitch Energy. And you know what? Since they're taking their sweet time, I'll go ahead and have the freaking Karen Tears while we're at it, so that Angel can laugh his happy little wiener off. Goodness knows that the boy needs something to laugh about these days.
With that being said, we here at the Ravens Flock would like to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with us. You know what? I think we're done running you down. You guys didn't make a mistake. You guys gave us a blessing in the form of Karen Tears.
In the form of Karen Tears! No, we're saying that whenever we make that joke, that we're telling them that they made the worst business mistake of their lives by pairing up with us.
But they made up for it just now.
I think you might be right. Well, you guys let us know in the chat. Do you think that Glitch Energy did a good job pairing up with us at the Ravens Flock? Or do you think that that they would be better off shuddering and running for the hills and changing their names legally because they shouldn't be associated with our crazy asses?
All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Now let's go ahead and get to the review. Before we get to this week's edition of NXT, The Fallout, we're going to talk about the main event of this year's NXT Battleground in Las Vegas. That's right, folks. It happened on Sunday, June 9th, over at the UFC Apex Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, my goodness. All right. We'll give a brief recap of the entire pay-per-view. But yeah, we're going to start by talking about the main event, and this is a one-on-one match for the NXT Championship, as the defending champion, Trick Williams, goes one-on-one against the newly signed all-ego Ethan Page.
You son of a bitch! How dare he!
He kind of looks like you, but less hair and more muscle.
He what?
You
think?
Yeah, he kind of looks like you.
Jury's out, I guess. Also, speaking of which, over here, real quick, Jeannie Rick dropped another $1.99 super sticker!
Thank you very much, Jeannie Rick. We appreciate it.
They basically said, mood. Thank you for that. And Lisa Boo's in the chat. Hey up, Lisa Boo. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate you here.
Juan and I had a chance to watch Battleground, and the story that they've told about this so far, this is a very, very short build. It was 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks' time. Ethan Page made shockwaves in making his debut a couple weeks ago, attacking Trick Williams from behind, and the whole story is that
Steph the Alternate's in the chat. Hey
Steph! How you doing, Steph Alternerd? We're in the middle of Wrestle Rewind. We're talking about NXT Battleground. Like WWE was in Las Vegas last weekend.
Yep, and it was a pretty fun show. We were literally talking about that. We're getting started with this main event show for that, and we see how you're holding down the fort for our buddy Andy Signor while he's out on his Luna de Miel. By
the way, once again, Mazel Tov! Congratulations to Andy Signor for tying the knot.
And with his lovely lady Jamie over here, we appreciate you. Thank you for keeping our buddy sane. For crying out loud, it's awesome.
Now, getting back to it, with Ethan Page's arrival, he signed the NXT General Manager Ava signed a big fat contract, granting him an opportunity to challenge Trick Williams for the NXT title at Battleground. Now, me and Juan, we had a chance to watch the main event, and as soon as the bell rang, Ethan Page wasted no time. He went on a rampage against Trick Williams, started wailing at him like a pissed-off teenager.
It was actually rather surprising. I was over here thinking that he would try to be methodical, that he would try to okay, I've got the champion in my sights. I'm going to take my time picking him apart piece by piece. Nope. No, he just said, nope, fuck it. Throwing caution to the wind. I'm just going to whip the hell out of this guy and hope to God a strategy comes out of it later.
Yeah, no. Trick Williams was able to mount his own offense. He was able to hit a neck breaker on Ethan Page, was only able to get a 2 count. He was able to keep his momentum going until Ethan Page was able to regain control of the main event.
And that was even despite there being a moment in the middle of right at the top half of the match where Trick Williams managed to Trick threw Ethan Page into the barricade.
Yes.
Yeah, into the barricade and basically threw him through the barricade over into the audience. And this isn't like the full production barricades where they have it all nice and padded.
Yeah, I know. You have to understand.
This is the old school rails of Doom. It hurts.
It does hurt. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Trick Williams is so cool. Oro Mensah is a goof, says Mr. Quake.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to over here regarding Oro Mensah in the chat, but I suppose Zay will enlighten us later here.
Yeah, I'll enlighten later. Now, getting back to the brawl. Despite being thrown over the barricade, Ethan Page was able to rally back. They go over to the announcer's table. The announcer's table, by the way, has sustained a lot of brutality throughout the entire pay-per-view evening without breaking. They saved it for the main event as Ethan Page was able to hit a huge, devastating power slam onto Trick Williams through the announce table,
which was surprising considering that how many freaking people were knocked through that into that table.
Shayna Baszler and Lola Vice were brawling on the table.
Yeah, during their underground match, which was the closest you'll get to an actual MMA fight in professional wrestling. So that wasn't bad at all. Oh, that's what you mean over here. Okay. Oh, ornaments. I think we'll bring this up. I think later in the proper NXT review, right?
Yeah, we will.
All right, cool.
But now, getting back to it, so Ethan Page, with victory in his sights, they go back. They take the action back into the ring, and he finally sets up Trick Williams for the Razor's Edge to only get a 2-count pinfall.
Damn.
So at this point, we're close to the end of. We're close to the finish line. Ethan Page has completely snapped. He started. He threw Trick Williams against the turnbuckle and started pounding on him with a series of stomps, a series of punches. The referee's trying to break them up, but Ethan Page has completely lost his mind. He is deranged. He is snapped. He is unhinged. But unfortunately, his anger has blinded him because then out comes Trick Williams with the running trick knee from out of nowhere, and Trick Williams pins and retains your winner and still the NXT champion, Trick Williams.
So he managed to hit the jackpot and scored lucky here in Vegas this past Sunday at Battleground, and of course the NXT champion continues to whoop that trick.
Now, here's the thing. NXT Battleground was amazing. They had history-making moments. They crowned the first ever women's North American champion in Kalani Jordan.
And that was in a women's 6-way ladder match, okay? Ladder matches are no joke. They're nothing to sneeze at. And I'm talking about like just guys going into ladder matches over here. The fact that you've got women, let alone women in NXT who are part of the developmental brand where, you don't really have training for how am I going to jump off a ladder and fall flat on my fucking face without dying. Yeah, no, there's no way to do that safely. Kalani Jordan, congratulations to her as the new women's North American champion.
We'll get to her later. Then there's also the aforementioned NXT Underground match that happened on Battleground. That's history-making as well.
Exactly. That was the, and like we said, that was the first time Shayna Baszler had faced off against Lola Vice in their careers at all. They both started as mixed martial artists. Shayna Baszler was the only woman in history to ever make Ronda Rousey submit. And she wound up getting her ass whipped by Lola Vice, who celebrated with a wonderful booty shake.
And, of course, let's not forget the cross-promotional NXT Women's Championship match between Roxanne Perez and the TNA's knockout champion, Juan's Bay, Jordan Grace. Which brings this into question. That match was fantastic. That match is main event worthy. The actual main event of Battleground was surprisingly short.
Yeah, I know, right? It was only 2.5 hours? Not even?
It was, the main event was very short compared to the main events of the past NXT pay-per-views.
Yeah. Oh, the main event was short. Okay,
the main event was short. I think if they would have swapped the matches together and make Jordan Grace versus Roxanne Perez the main event of Battleground, I think that would have been a lot better. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think that kind of works. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, she made an appearance on The Ultimate Fighter. Yes, she did. You're right.
Yeah, no. So overall, NXT Battleground was fantastic. It was great. But questionable booking of the main event aside, me and Juan, we had fun. And the UFC Apex Center from the inside looks great. I mean, it was more compact. Everything was so, what's the best word you could describe it?
Intimate.
It was very intimate. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the old days when NXT was held at Full Sail.
At Full Sail University, at their gym or their studio or whatever. Point is, it's a nice setup. It's going to be an odd setup there regardless of whether it was with UFC or professional wrestling. Because, it's not really, you don't have gigantic rafters or bleachers or whatever to do tricks or anything off of. But you know what? It still looks great as a small but very passionate freaking venue. So
yeah, no, WWE did gangbusters with NXT Battleground, and that is just a small taste for when WWE eventually comes back to Las Vegas next year for WrestleMania.
Awesome. Can't wait. All right.
Yeah. Oh my God. You need to tell Andy WrestleMania is coming to Vegas.
Well, here's the thing: by the time they put the tickets on sale, we're schmoes like us are going to be shit out of luck.
I know. Fuck.
Let's drown our sorrows later. Let's get to the show.
All right, now let's talk about the fallout. Let's talk about this week's edition of NXT. So we opened up NXT with the aforementioned inaugural Women's North American Champion, Kalani Jordan.
Yay! She's happy. Yeah.
Of course she's happy. She got on the mic and she cut a babyface promo, how she endured a lot of the punishment. She dropped some phrases hinting at the women that she battled over at the ladder match. How, there was blood, there was tears were sweat, bruises were had, souls were snatched. Wink, wink.
Ha. That was a reference to the wrestler Sol Ruca. She was in the ladder match as well, and she whipped the hell out of a lot of folks. It looked like Sol Ruca was going to win, but Kalani Jordan managed to snatch it out at the end.
I know. I was really high on Sol Ruca winning the ladder match. But
yeah, same here. I was expecting it. Like, all right, this works too.
But yeah. Standard babyface promo. She got to celebrate with the fans over at the Performance Center. Great on her. But then she was interrupted by one of the by a rotten apple known as Jada Parker, as she tried to trash talk at the Women's North American Champion until she was attacked from behind by Michin.
Okay, so in case you can't tell, the Jada Parker is the one with the mic, and Michin's the one who's running in like Jada Parker owes her money.
Those two women had a match right after the opening promo segment, which, by the way, spoilers, Michin won.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey! But meanwhile, Kalani Jordan is like, screw this, I'm out. Y'all two settle this shit. Like, y'all two settle this shit. I'll be over here.
But now let's get to the exciting match of the night as things are cranked up to the extreme level as Alexis King goes one-on-one against Singapore's Dante Chen in a Singapore cane match.
It's literally just kendo sticks all over the place. Just kendo sticks.
And I freaking loved it because it's hardcore, baby!
Okay, and for those of you who may or may not remember, Alexis King is the son of the late great Brian Pillman, a man who cemented himself as a hardcore machine in every major promotion in the 90s before tragically passing away. But Alexis King himself, he is absolutely banana balls, and Dante Chen is no walk in the park either. These two dragged each other across the mud, and there was so much bamboo and so much wood going all over the place. It was painful. I remember I took a kendo stick to the back once. Once. One time. Never again.
So the story behind this is that since Dante Shen's return from injury, he had 2 victories over Lexis King, and Lexis King was not happy about that. So these two squared off in a Singapore cane match, and yes, sticks were broken. Dante Shen went to town and taught him a lesson about Singapore canes. Lexis King was able to turn the sticks around, because I can't say tables because there were no tables.
Turn the tables around. It's still an expression.
Yeah, he was able to stick it back to the Singapore man.
Are you just looking for stick references and puns? Is that all this is? Are you just using this as an opportunity to pun me to death? Are you here to punish me, Jose? Is that what this is?
I mean, I like puns. I can't help it. I love wordplay.
Well, you know what? My soul's already destroyed anyway. Go ahead.
So yeah, Lexis King punished Dante Shen, hitting him with a few strikes of his own, and even power slamming him onto a pile of Singapore canes. But Dante Shen was able to kick out after 2. And after some more grueling punishment by Lexis King, Dante Shen was able to fire back, was able to whack Lexis King with more kendo sticks galore. Even at one point, he did a suicide dive with the kendo stick, making sure that he hits Lexis King in the face.
Fuck.
That is wild.
And that's considering the sweet freaking fade and shave job that Lexis King got before the show.
I know, I'm jealous of him.
Right? He's got the shape up like nobody's business.
Yeah, take that, Jeff Hardy.
And Dante Chen's like, nope. Fuck you. Welts all over. Mr. Quake was saying in the chat, Jada Parker reminds me of my bully Tamika. I respect Dante Chen. He's got ECW 1997 vibes. Vicente Guerrero is saying, Singapore cane match happened in NXT. Then Tommy Cairo and Sandman thought out loud, we did that in 94 ECW. Give us copyright money.
Oh, by the way, By the way, guys, speaking of ECW, I actually got a chance to watch the rise and fall of ECW on Peacock. I'm watching it again because it's such a great documentary, and I love it. But getting back to it, so Lexus King, that bastard, he pulls out his own freaking little king scepter that he takes with him to the ring, shades of Brian Pillman, and he assaults Dante Shen with it and hits the coronation to pin and win. Your winner, Lexus King.
You dastardly Anglo son of a bitch. How fucking dare you? The nerve, the gall, the audacity. But you know what? I expect nothing less from this son of a bitch.
Exactly. And it's no surprise that this is the type of match that I like because it's hardcore rules. They're Singapore canes, and it's so fun seeing them whack each other.
You just want to see people swell from pain. You are a sadist, Jose. And you know what? I'm not surprised, honestly.
I've been watching too much ECW.
Yes, you have. You need to drop that shit.
I can't. It's addicting. Anyways, now let's get over to the exciting segment of the night. We have a special appearance on NXT by the undisputed WWE Champion,
the American Nightmare, the tribal chief, but the tribal chief's actually out on certification and trying to recover himself in the middle of acting. And now Cody Wentz over here trying to hold it down. He's in the castle in Scotland. I can see these South tomorrow night. Cody Rhodes.
Thank you, Wacho. That was awesome. Cody Rhodes came out. The fans are unglued. It was amazing.
In my soul, NXT's got Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes got on the mic and he cut a babyface promo addressing his opponent AJ Styles ahead of their clash at the Castle,
which is tomorrow night in Glasgow,
Saturday night.
No, yeah, you're right. It is Saturday night. My bad.
Yeah, no.
I'm thinking ahead. Why am I thinking that it's Friday already?
It's
because
okay.
I want it to be Friday.
Cody Rhodes briefly touched on that. He pretty much noted all the accolades that AJ Styles has achieved. He was a former WWE champion, IWGP champion, United States champion. He was a member of the Bullet Club. He named out all of it, and he concluded saying that by the end of Clash at the Castle, he'll be the one to shout the two words, "I quit."
That's right. That's this Saturday night at Clash at the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland. Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles will be squaring off for the Undisputed Championship in an I Quit match. Basically, anything goes. It's going to be a garbage match of the highest quality, and it will not end until one of the two men speaks out loud the words, "I quit." And that's just going to be horrifying to watch.
Exactly. And then joining in on the proceedings is, of course, NXT's top guy, the NXT champion, Trick Williams.
Yay!
Hells yeah, man.
And champion versus champion. Game recognizing game. Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Trick Williams got had a one-on-one conversation with Cody Rhodes. And Trick Williams asked a very interesting question because both men, they chased after the gold. They finally attained what they want, but now they've painted targets on their backs. How do you deal with going from the hunter becoming the hunted? To which Cody Rhodes has actually explained, and he's empathetic towards Trick Williams because there's a lot of guys in the back. Some of them will support you. The others will be a little envious of you and thinking that they can hold the strap better than the champ. And Cody Rhodes reminds Trick Williams, while holding the WWE Championship in front of him, there's always another mountain to climb.
That's true. So, like, hey, just because you feel like you're on top right now, that doesn't mean that you've peaked. Just because you fit, like, and just like how I said at the end of WrestleMania Endgame, 40, the end of one story is the beginning of another. So that just means, like, hey, hey, Trick Williams, just because you're on the top of the mountain now doesn't mean that this is as good as it gets. You've got plenty more ahead of you.
Exactly. And Cody Rhodes was given authority by Ava to announce that on next week's edition of NXT, there will be a 25-man battle royale. Whoever wins will challenge Trick Williams for the NXT Championship at NXT Heatwave during WWE's Money in the Bank weekend at Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Holy shit. So the Canucks are getting Heatwave now. They could use some.
WWE's Money in the Bank will be on Saturday, July 6th, and NXT Heatwave will be on Sunday, July 7th, over in Canada.
Nice. I can't wait for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, Trick Williams used to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, not bad.
Of course. And then Trick Williams got really serious. And he asked a very important question to Cody Rhodes. And this one is a very poignant question. And this one shook the foundation of the entire WWE universe. With July 4th coming up, Trick asked Cody if he was coming to the cookout.
Yeah!
To which Cody responded with, yes. Cody Rhodes is coming to the cookout.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. Okay, for those of you who don't know the joke, for those of you who don't know...
Did you like the drama?
Who don't know the meme, I'm going to put this as simple as I can. Back during the AEW days, Cody Rhodes was in this really weird storyline against a British dude and was basically trying to play it as America versus the evil Brit.
Anthony Ogogo.
Yeah, Anthony Ogogo, that was the guy's name. And folks trying to, like, make fun of the thing were photoshopping Cody Rhodes into, like, historical photos during the American Civil Rights Movement. Like, where, like, he was there alongside Rosa Parks on the bus, or he helped march alongside the Martin Luther King in Selma during the riots there, and that he shook hands with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, saying like Cody Rhodes conquered racism, and that he was officially adopted by the black community. So,
my God,
that dumb, completely out of pocket, nonsensical internet joke for years has just been fucking like sitting and just building a life of its own. And it also comes from like the fact that Cody's father, Dusty Rhodes, was also kind of like adopted by the black community during his heyday, during his time, because, you know, he was like he was the guy who was like the common man, he was the working man, and all that.
He was the every guy. He was the every man,
and everybody can relate to him, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. If you're a regular dude, then the American dream is he's there for you. So like it doesn't hurt that Cody's also married to a gorgeous, beautiful black woman, Brandy Rhodes over here. So,
and also, Mr. Quick, I'll have to disagree with you. He is not. It is not like Ric Flair, because Cody Rhodes is the son of Dusty Rhodes, and that's considered the antithesis.
Exactly, where Cody, like, he comes off a little bit of Ric Flair in terms of how he presents himself, but he has the air and the humility and the amiability of Dusty, so that's where that sort of diverges there. So I get what you're saying, but not quite. But yeah, no, he's officially invited to the barbecue.
Yeah!
Oh no, the black people didn't adopt Ric Flair. No, they adopted Dusty.
They adopted Dusty.
No, they was like, oh no, Ric Flair, he's like this pretty boy, this son of a bitch who's like thinks he's better than everyone because he gets all the women and he's got all the jet plane flying, riding, limousine riding, all that shit.
All that shit. Helicopter penis. Anyway,
yeah.
But now let's get to the match of the night. And I actually got a chance to watch it, and I was very puzzled. We got the in-ring return of Wendy Chu. Except, this is a different Wendy Chu. I wish I had a picture of this, but it was so...
You sent me a picture, didn't you?
I sent you a video, I think. But yeah, go ahead and look up the picture.
Yeah.
It was so bizarre. It was so weird to process. Last week on NXT, they played a small vignette of Wendy Chu waking up from her bed, and she went into the bathroom, and then... It cuts abruptly to black. Yeah.
Yeah, she sees herself in the mirror, and her makeup is a little bit darker. It's not this cute, bubbly makeup. It's this horrifying, like, spookier version of her, if you will. Like, she woke up on the wrong side of the bed, if you would, if you understand the
reference.
The reference there.
Yeah, no. Wendy Chu made quick work against her opponent. It was a squash match to put her over, but much like Jonathan Gresham's transformation into that black ink gooey octopus freak, it was hard for me to process this.
Jesus!
Oh my God!
This was the eerie, more nightmarish version of Wendy Chu, if you would. Mwahaha.
Okay, please don't revert her back to doing Tian Sha.
Like, so Cody Rhodes is like Iron Man. Yeah, I guess.
I guess
in a way,
he's a little more humbler than
like,
Tony Stark. No disrespect to your hero.
No disrespect to Iron Man. I think he's much more like Captain America.
He is more Captain America.
Yeah. No, not Boogeyman. No, Jesus God. No, Jonathan Gresham's got that cornered. What about Snoop Dogg? You know what, Snoop Dogg, he was excellent on commentary at WrestleMania this year.
Oh my God.
Jill, let's relax over here.
One, your thoughts on the repackaging of Wendy Chu? It's so weird.
It's just weird.
I don't know how to process it.
It's weird. I don't know what to tell you.
We'll have to circle back around it and see how things progress the next couple of weeks and see if they go somewhere with this gimmick. But for right now, my initial reaction is just question marks.
Yeah, like it's.
You'll excuse me if I have have trepidations about it.
Yeah, I guess we just need a little bit of time to get get this pinned down. Because, we get it. Like, she was the sleepy girl, Wendy Chu, and now she's awakened and she woke up from the wrong side of the bed, I guess, and now she's in a very bad mood.
Tian Sha! That's the faction name. Tian Sha.
There we go.
Please don't bring that back. Moving on.
Thank you. What's his face? Cody Rhodes is a reverse Homelander. Yes, that's the best way to describe him. He's reverse Homelander. He's Homelander, but good. Wait, but doesn't that mean he's Superman? He's reverse Homelander, but good. Superman ain't blonde, okay? He's even dressed like Homelander.
Now, this show was so good. There was no bad segments. And so, as a special treat on Wrestle Rewind, we're going to give 2 honorable mentions for NXT. Honorable mention number 1 is the amazing 6-man tag team match between Wes Lee, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate against the Scottish faction, Gallus.
God damn it, Gallus have been running roughshod everywhere. They're freaking trying to trash everybody and their mother. It was during the, Wesley was going for the North American title, right?
That's right. Wesley and Joe Coffey
from Gallus. Yeah, and then at the end of the match, they both lost. The North American champion...
Obafemi.
Yeah, the great Obafemi. He retained, and Wes Lee, he just got jumped by the rest of Gallus afterwards and got his ass whipped.
That's right.
Not fair.
And it was amazing. There was high-flying action. There was brawling action. There were digits being broken, courtesy of Pete Dunne. It was a fun match that saw Gallus come out on top during the 6-man tag after Joe Coffey laid out Wes Lee with a spinning discus clothesline. So, That's honorable mention number 1. Honorable mention number 2 is this moment that will live on in infamy on the internet for wrestling fans to either like or get butthurt over. And it is a backstage interaction.
You got the fucking photo! Okay.
Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE champion, went backstage and had a moment with Shawn Spears, the guy in pink, Lexis King, the guy on the right, and Ethan Page, the guy on the left. All 4 of these guys are former wrestlers from AEW. Cody Rhodes finished off that segment by pretty much saying, you know what?
You guys look like
you're in a
really good place.
You're in a really good place. Juan, your thoughts? Because I know you want to dump that salt. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
This was the biggest middle finger you could ever throw at them. Look, Shawn Spears, Lexis King, and Ethan Page. Even though they're all running around in NXT right now, they're developing they're building up their momentum so that they could find a way into the main roster of either Raw or SmackDown in the near future. The fact remains that every single one of these guys basically came out of All Elite Wrestling, basically unknown quantities, basically not known by anyone. No one gave a shit about them. And the moment they set foot anywhere near the WWE, they were basically repackaged and represented just as themselves, but with the actual presentation of, by the way, these motherfuckers matter. And this is why. Ethan Page took his shot against the NXT champion. Lexis King, he takes shots at everybody under the sun because he's an opportunistic son of a bitch. Sean Spears, the perfect 10, formerly Ty Dillinger.
He has the longest tenure in WWE aside from Cody Rhodes.
As a expatriate of All Elite Wrestling. So yeah, no, and the fact that all three of these guys are running at the same time is just so sweet.
Yeah, no. Cody Rhodes' departure from AEW was obviously a blow to AEW, but a big gain for WWE. But think about where Sean Spears, Ethan Page, and Lexis King were before they left AEW. They were barely featured on AEW Dark. They were barely featured on Ring of Honor.
Exactly, Jesus. And yes, Mr. Quake, they were doing the Spider-Man meme. Haha. Let's see. And Vicente was saying, oh yeah, Cody saw Sean is like, please don't bust my head open again.
Yeah, the controversial chair shot.
Yeah, no, it was an actual chair shot where he smacked his
head. No, it was so demonizing. It was so bad, and shame on us for talking about it.
Oh, no, we don't talk about the negative things. Everything's happy at All Friends Wrestling.
Well, I mean, to Cody Rhodes' credit, they planned it out, and, you know, they were
expecting it.
They were expecting it, so... yeah, but now let's go ahead and talk about the main event segment, which features the unstoppable two-time NXT Women's Champion, the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez.
After her successful title defense at Battleground against TNA's knockout champion, Jordynne Grace, there were shenanigans involved, but of course, Roxy here is prancing on cloud 9. She's so proud of herself. She's on top of the world. She doesn't give two squirts of piss about anybody under the sun. She don't give a damn what anyone thinks of her. And she's going to keep not giving a damn about what anyone thinks of her until, I don't know, Steph decides to hit the mat and tear her apart or something. I don't fucking know. Point is, because seriously, Steph, she's the only other person that I know who's got the I don't give a fuck vibes that Roxy and her, don't put them in a room together. Someone is going to die if you do, because
man, imagine being badass enough for of a champ to tell off CM Punk backstage.
Right?
Damn, Roxy!
Right? She is full of herself. God damn.
I love it. Roxanne Perez went to address the future of the NXT Women's Division. She's so like Juan says, she's riding high on her horse. She's pretty much in her mind, she believes that she has defeated all challengers, all comers. Who are gunning for the NXT Women's title. But then out comes the NXT General Manager, Ava, to remind her she hasn't faced everyone.
You haven't faced everybody yet.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Nikki Bella in the chat saying, oh, yeah, Undertaker was quoted saying his heart's in the right place, but I'm not sure Tony Khan's the right guy to run AEW.
Listen, I'm going to say this right now, and this is the best way to sum it up. Tony Khan, he's a nice guy. But he's too worried about being nice,
about being liked,
instead of worrying about being respected as an authority figure.
Why should he? He's got all these friends. Jose, don't you see how many friends he has now? He's not there to make money. He's there to make friends.
All right, stop spamming.
No.
Jesus. And speaking of new challengers, out comes the two of the women to stand up and trash talk at the champ. It's JC Jane and Jasmine Nix.
JC Jane's the one with the face mask here, by the way.
Yes. Oh man, I hope she gets back in the ring and actually uses the mask as a weapon to get heat.
Yeah, that would be so badass.
That would be badass. JC Jane ran down Roxanne Perez, reminding her that, hey, that she wasn't always tough as nails bitch. That back when she was chasing for the gold, everyone was talking about JC Jane. She was trying really hard to tiptoe around the fact that the fans were talking about Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction.
Mandy Rose, motherfucker. And Gigi Dolan. How the hell is JC Jane over here gonna be disrespecting Gigi Dolan like that?
Oh my god.
Gigi's still around. Gigi's still alive.
The female Shawn Michaels omitting pieces of information is trash talking.
Right. Biatch. How dare she, the nerve.
Oh, but we're not stopping there, Juancho. There's other challengers who are stepping up to Roxanne Perez.
What?
That's right. Representing the Metaphor, out comes Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. Lash Legend joined
kidding.
Yep, Lash Legend joins in on the proceedings and reminds everyone that she made history in participating in the 6-woman ladder match at Battleground, and she has earned the right to challenge for the NXT Women's title. So yeah, Lash Legend and JC Jane, they're vying for championship gold. But wait, we have room for a 4th participant, don't we?
For what?
That's right, the winner of the NXT Underground match at Battleground, Lola Vice.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Is Lola Vice now also saying, like, by the way, I won the Underground match. I'm literally the baddest woman in the room. I beat down Shayna Baszler. Motherfuckers. Y'all don't want to catch none of this.
Yep, she did mention that her fists don't lie and that Roxanne Perez is on a different level, and so is Lola Vice.
Well, I would say her hips are quite honest as well, if you don't mind my saying so.
Ah, yes.
Giggity
Indeed. And it looks like in this promo segment, they're slowly transitioning Lola Vice from being a heel to being either a babyface or a tweener.
Yeah, someone in between over here. So yeah, this is quite stacked.
Yep. The whole segment ends with the women brawling, with all the women brawling at each other. Yeah, go ahead and show it. It shows JC Jane and Jasmine Nix knocking out Lash Legend of the Metaphor.
Ow.
And right behind them, freaking Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez tosses out JC Jane and Jasmine Nix.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, anytime I see just butt grabbing, but that's just me. That I'm being a
dude.
I'm being purely adolescent as fuck.
Yep. The whole segment ends. With Lola Vice staring at the NXT Women's title, and Roxanne Perez holding it so close as if it was her baby.
She's staring daggers into Roxy over here, and I don't blame her. Like, listen, Roxy. You need to have life insurance now. You need life insurance. I was I remember when the NXT Underground match was first announced between Baszler and Lola, and how I was like, oh wait, there's no way that Lola Vice is actually gonna hold up that well, until I found that old MMA footage of Lola Vice actually beating the shit out of another woman.
Yeah, we showed it here on Wrestle Wrewind.
Yeah, we did, and I legitimately, I'm suddenly very worried for Shayna Baszler's safety, and now I'm worried for Roxy's safety. Yeah, no, sorry, Roxy, you fucked up.
CM Punk, you might want to get that broom and you might want to get ready to clean that mess up.
No, that's her own mess. She's a big girl.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Let her go ahead and...
Well, surely she has friends, right? I mean, she could just call up Cora Jade and... Oh, wait. Never mind.
No, she cannot.
Well, she's on her own. All right, enough about the black and gold. Let's now get into this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Light the fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite!
All right, let's see how Dynamite gears things up heading towards the Forbidden Door. This week's edition of Dynamite opens up with the AEW World Champion, Swerve Strickland.
Oh, get your vibe, but I smoke, then I drive, big pressure, I drive, thinking me, you've lost your mind, they'll swerve when I drive, they'll swerve when I drive. Yep. Okay, it's an in-ring promo segment starting with the champion. You see, that's how you start a show.
That's right.
Start by establishing the top motherfucker in the room. And the top motherfucker in the room ought to be the world champion of your promotion. Not of New Japan Pro Wrestling, not even of Ring of Honor.
Not the Elite.
And certainly not the fucking Elite.
Oh, we'll get to them in a bit.
Yeah, no, exactly. We get to the champion, AEW's champion. And as Sound Mind over here said, whose house?
Swerve's house. So Swerve Strickland...
Thank you, Jesus.
So Swerve got on the mic, and he addressed his opponent at Forbidden Door, which is the AEW International Champion, Will Ospreay. He addressed how he's seen Will Ospreay's wrestling matches in the past, how he used to be a killer, but his opinion changed when he saw Will Ospreay wrestle at Double or Nothing against Roderick Strong. And he continued on with his promo saying, like, there's a reason why they call him the kill shot, because if you don't pull the trigger, he will.
Ooh, that's how you do it.
That's right.
Was it just Swerve, or was it just Prince Nana dancing?
Of course, Prince Nana's dancing in the background while he's talking
just cheering him on.
Yeah. But unfortunately, the proceedings were cut off by the aforementioned Elite. Yep. There's the AEW World Tag Champs, the Bucks. There's Scapegoat Jack Perry and the AEW Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada.
Why is this one specific photo such low resolution?
Because I got it off the website. I'm sorry. Now,
wow. Not even AEW wants to show the Elite in all their high definition glory. You're serious, right? Are you serious?
I got it off my phone. I didn't download it from the computer.
Well, let me double check over here on the computer.
Fine. While you're doing that, I'll talk.
Yeah,
Kazuchika Okada got on the mic and he said, and he pretty much yelled out saying like, "It's my house, bitch," which I gotta laugh at. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on.
The Bucks
photos, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
The Bucks then continue to run their promo against Swerve Strickland, announcing that they will be competing in a grueling, violent match that's making its return this year: Blood and Guts.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, that's right.
For those of you who don't know what Blood and Guts is, should I educate them what it actually is?
At this point, they should already know. I've talked about it many times.
I know you talk about it a gajillion times in a row. I know, but at the same time, we need to actually educate people what it actually is. Okay,
that's right.
And shall I? I mean, because come on,
go for it.
Okay, folks. For those of you who actually don't know. And for those of you who need proper cultural enrichment, let's just put it this way. In the well-placed words of William fucking Regal, the Blood and Guts match is actually AEW's version of... What the hell?
Games! In War Games! Of War Games! War Games! War Games!
There we go.
War Games!
Oh, here it is!
War Games! War Games! War Games!
It is their version of War Games.
Which is a two rings side by side, surrounded in a steel and encapsulated in a solid steel cage. By which we mean, the fencing steel cage with the fence grid stuff.
Yes.
That thing. And the major difference is that the Blood and Guts version of the War Games cage
has the entire ceiling sealed off. And they stick to the old school rules from the original War Games match, which is the only way to win is either by submission or if the opposing team surrenders.
Yeah, so there's
So let's give credit where credit is due. AEW is sticking to the original rules of the War Games match before the revival of WWE.
So yeah, okay, I guess we can do that, but also at the same time, do we have to do that?
Yes, because we have to be objective.
Fine,
we have to be better than the trolls and the tribal fans, Juan.
Fine, I suppose.
The Elite are trying to get Swerve Strickland to join their side, to join the winning team.
War Games, thank you, sound mind.
Yeah,
the type
I know.
of match Moxley wishes he could have every day. Yeah, you're right, Vicente Guerrero.
Anyways, the Elite are trying to recruit Swerve Strickland to join their team. Swerve declined the invitation, and it looked like he was about to be ambushed until out comes the Acclaimed to scare off the Elite.
Ha 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 ha.
Yep, there's Swerve Strickland declining the invite.
Is that Prince Nana holding up shoes?
Oh yeah, the Young Bucks tried to bribe Swerve Strickland by giving him their brand of Reebok shoes of the Elite, and it's custom made for him. It's so stupid.
No, buddy, I'm sorry. Wait, is that a racist thing?
No,
was that a racial thing?
Was it? I don't know. Does it count?
Oh, hey, he's a black guy. He likes sneakers. Maybe he's a sneakerhead. Let's give him sneakers or something. Was that a racist thing? Did they do a racism?
Wait. Hang on. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm jumping.
I don't want to get canceled, Juan.
In a single bound.
Oh my God. I didn't think of that.
That's them.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I know, but then again, considering how I know how the Young Bucks actually behave because they're a pair of, Jesus freaks and nutballs like that. Sorry, guys, if you're super hyper evangelical, I don't know what you're doing watching the Ravens flock. Yeah, you're neglecting your Bible if that's the case. But that's not always too far away from actually being racist as fuck. So maybe. I didn't realize that, but wait a minute, did they accidentally do a racism? Yeah, I think they may have.
I think they may have. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the exciting match.
Look, in a second, let me take a look over here. Yeah, Nostalgia, women's tag match, playoff. Thank you. War Games was made famous by cause of the late James Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, you're
That's right.
And Vicente. Last Blood and Guts match saw Moxley handcuffed to the cage, and Takeshita and Pac got pissed and abandoned the rest of the team.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite Blood and Guts match. My favorite one is a tie between the first one, where MJF tossed Jericho out, and they did the fucking, stupid in showing where Jericho fell, because that was a fail. That was a camera fail, and the second one, where the Blackpool Combat Club won and destroyed the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Right? Yeah, that one was all right, but still, what the hell, guys?
I know. That being said, yeah, no, we're getting AEW Blood and Guts. It's coming back in late July in Nashville, Tennessee. So,
Yay!
All right, now let's get to the exciting match, and it is a tag match, player.
Holla, holla!
The team of the newly formed alliance between Hook and Samoa Joe taking on the team of two former WWE alumni, Tony Nese and Arya Daivari.
Okay.
And
I'm guessing there was no match card or nothing announced for this one?
There was no match card announced or nothing, but this was a straight-up squash because both Hook and Samoa Joe, having never tag teamed before, they have great chemistry in the ring. Samoa Joe, you have the excellent striker in Samoa Joe. You have the excellent mat wrestler in Hook.
And the fact that both of these boys are Suplex City motherfuckers.
They complement each other.
Yeah, they work well. Hook's got agility. Samoa Joe's got experience and strength. Hook and Samoa Joe are both suplex machines of doom. You don't want to cross either of these guys. Especially not Samoa Joe. I mean, for Christ's sake. That's Joe choking the hell out of Tony Nese?
Tony Nese, that's right.
Jesus.
Joe choked out Tony Nese with the coquina clutch as Hook choked out Arya Daivari with the kata hajime for the submission win. Your winners, Hook and Samoa Joe. And then after the match, Katsuyori Shibata choked out Smart Mark Sterling at ringside, and it looks like there's a newly formed team, a newly formed alliance between Hook, Shibata, and Joe. I actually want to see where this goes.
I'm guessing that's why you're rocking your Team Taz shirt.
Hey, listen, don't call me out for wearing my Team Taz shirt, dude.
No.
You got me fired up.
No.
I'll leap over this camera and I'll wear you out.
Nope.
Dude.
Nope.
I'm doing my freaking job.
Nope. Sorry, Jose. I'm sorry, Jose. You're too tall and you're too pale to try to do Taz.
But I'm sitting, so that makes me short.
But also no.
Shut up, man. Just
you shut up.
Let people have their fun.
No, you shut up.
The no fun zone.
No, we've got plenty of fun zone. I'm just you can't. You're not Taz.
Whatever. Just do the review, dude. Oh wait, I'm doing the review.
Yeah, you're doing the review. just call the match, dude.
Fine. Hey, don't do it. Okay, I'm gonna move on. All right. All right.
Exciting segment.
Yes. Let's get to the exciting segment of the night. Show it. It is a video package of the Bastard Pac. The Bastard Pac had some self-reflection that he needed to do since his return to AEW. He had less of energy of a bastard, and he admitted that he was feeling more of a bitch, and he needs to find himself again. And he has announced that he will be competing in this year's 2024 Owen Hart Cup tournament, where the winner of the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament will challenge for the AEW World Championship at All In London.
I get
At
that.
least now there's stakes in the tournament.
Right? Seriously, thankfully. Okay, but didn't he just team up with his old buddies Penta El Cero Miedo and Rey Fenix as part of Death Triangle?
Yeah, but they lost to the Bang Bang Gang at Double or Nothing.
Okay, I kind of get that. Also, we see Michael Vasquez in the chat. Thank you for seeing. We have a nice stream, Michael. Thank you very much.
Hey, you shut up during the stream, not after.
Thank you for that, Michael. We appreciate it. Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin beats Cole and Taz, says Mr. Quake. Ah, damn. Sound Mind. Jose has a neck compared to Taz.
Ouch.
Kind of? No, that's Jose, you're going to have to show them where the actual neck ends and the beard begins. Yeah. So, sorry guys, we have to break kayfabe here for you for just a moment. You're gonna have to move it a little closer.
Move what? My face a little closer?
Yeah, a little closer to the because I zoomed in as close as I can.
Fine, this is as close as I can get.
Yeah, and you can look a little more to the right. There you go, and go ahead and show the beard. See, All of that is all beard. Jose's neck is not quite as gigantically thick as Taz's, and Jose's neck and his head, surprisingly, have a line of differentiation, whereas Taz is all one freaking stocky thing.
Yeah, he's a walking orange-black refrigerator.
Except, like, ow, Jesus.
What else would you call it?
I don't know. I wouldn't have called him that.
Jesus.
Taz, please don't kill us.
Yeah,
Just say, Jose's a gigantic fan of yours, but please don't kill us.
Yeah, please, just show some heart, dude. All right, but anyways,
NXT needs its own triple crowns.
do they? Do they really? I don't know. It would have made sense back then, but it doesn't make sense now. I think they're fine with what they have.
Yeah, and as far as Pac goes over here, yeah, they did lose, so I guess he probably just like, okay, I'm gonna get on my game, and I'm joining the tournament, and I'm gonna fight to win. Okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm rooting for Pac.
Move your hair aside. We can't see your face.
All right, but now
just move your hair just one side or another.
Now let's get to the match of the night, and I call it the match because it is predictable of who's going to win. Like we already know who's going to win. All right, enough fixation with the hair. Fixate on your own hair.
I am fixated with my own hair. My hair is beautiful. God damn it! I'm saying that because Pac's hair is like all in his face. I'm like, I can't see your face, buddy. Well, where are you? Where'd you go?
Maybe that's just the way he likes it.
Well, the way he likes it's weird.
Now, the match of the night is a one-on-one match for the AEW TBS title as Mercedes Moné defends against Zeusis, a female luchador from CMLL. And like I said, it's an match because it's a foregone conclusion. Like, we already know who's going to win. It was fine. It wasn't spectacular. But Mercedes Moné is not dropping the TBS title before Forbidden Door. Let's be real, guys.
Okay, and let me ask a question over here. Was Mercedes Moné wrestling like a proper pro wrestler in this match? Was she actually putting in her own fucking effort?
Yes.
Or was she just fucking phoning it in like a fucking asshole?
No. She actually put in the effort. To their credit, this was not a slogathon. This was an actually competitive match. And Zeusis actually is connected to Mercedes Moné's opponent, Stephanie Vaquer. I don't know too much about CMLL, so I'm not going to be able to go into full detail about it. But the point is, like I said, it was a good match. They didn't slouch, but it was a foregone conclusion of who was going to win.
Yeah,
I just don't understand the logic of booking title matches before the pay-per-view event when they have to defend the title.
Like, it's like, okay, her first title defense is against some fulana over here from CMLL. Seriously, like, I get that. Yeah, no, that can be the match
annoying. Itself is fine. It's the logistics of booking the match that doesn't make any sense. Like, if you want to have the match, fine, but make it a non-title match because she's not going to drop the title before a pay-per-view.
And she's especially not going to drop a title immediately after she won that title at a pay-per-view. So, yeah, no, it ain't happening. Sound Mind saying Mercedes vs. Willow was rated higher than Austin vs. Bret Hart in WrestleMania 13 by freaking dopey Dave Meltzer.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I know. It's fucking ridiculous.
No.
It was, as in Dave Meltzer rated it higher.
I know, and I'm saying no, as in, no, I don't agree, and Dave Meltzer, he sounds high.
Well, what do you want to know, Jose? Like, marijuana is legal in California.
Oh my God!
What do you want? What can I say? What can be said about
Meltzer needs to stop.
Meltzer needs to fucking get a clue. Maybe get himself set up with some freaking I don't know. Maybe switch from weed to cocaine or something. I don't fucking know.
Or just go to Glitch Energy.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You know what? Yeah. That's a great idea, Jose! Go ahead! Show him one more time there, Jose, for crying out loud.
Okay, listen, Meltzer, if you want to get tweaked, listen. If you want
not tweaked.
Alright, sorry. If you want to feel a rush, a proper rush, then dude, just go to glitchenergy.com and get yourself one of these tubs, man. It's amazing.
You got Azure Infusion. You could get water like nobody's business. Yeah, what's his face? And this is like raspberry lemonade over here. Buddy! Pal, my brother in Christ, for crying out loud, it's healthier for you. It'll keep you energized, and for crying out loud, maybe it'll wake your brain cells up enough to call a match properly!
I fucking hated it.
Again, go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FLOCK, you'll get 20% off our order, and please wake up your brain cells, Dave Meltzer. Okay, so as far as this match itself goes, was there anything that stood out? I know that you said it didn't make much sense for her to put it up
honestly,
before a pay-per-view, but was there anything particularly good
not really.
that Susie's did on her end, or was Mercedes Moné particularly offensive in her defense as TBS champion, or did it feel like a paint by numbers kind of shit? Like, tell me, help me out.
All right, let me talk. You've been talking a lot. Let me get it out. Okay, listen. Like I said, it was a standard wrestling match. It went the only downside is that it happened during a picture-in-picture commercial, which is painful. I hate it when they fucking do that.
I hate when they do that.
That's why I can't call it right, because it happened during picture-in-picture.
You got to be shitting me. Good Lord, man.
That's AEW for you.
That's AEW for you. Like the women's match, like, okay, we'll just go ahead and we'll just fucking stick it in the middle of our picture-in-picture spot during the show.
I know.
Jesus Christ. Seriously?
It's all about who you work with, right, Tony? Anyways, now let's go on to the meh segment. But don't worry, this is a bad segment, but it actually ends on a positive note. And let me explain why. It is another segment of TV time with the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, and his special guest is Private Party. Now,
they used to team with Matt Hardy, and they had a party.
Yes.
Party. No, they don't party Hardy.
Now,
anymore.
Chris Jericho got on the mic, and because AEW Dynamite's over in Des Moines, Iowa. Apparently, Chris Jericho actually mentioned, addressed the Iowa crowds, talking about how he got a chance to eat some of their corn because the town is known for their corn, and then he actually gave some unsolicited advice and tips on how to properly grow corn in the farm.
Motherfucker, you don't know the first thing about corn. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, this guy. And then he brings out his guests, Private Party, and he tries to educate them, and he criticized them and he tries to educate them on how to properly jump from the top rope instead of doing all the stuff that they were doing. So the Private Party allowed Jericho to show them how it's done. Jericho goes to the top rope, and then the Private Party replied by knocking Chris Jericho off the top rope and laying out everyone else in the Learning Tree. They laid out Bounty Hunter Brian Keith. They did a tag team suicide dive, laying out Big Bill and Brian Keith at ringside, and they knocked out Jericho. So it was a bad segment, but it was saved by one hell of a party.
Yay! More of this, please. At least this shit shows it makes sense. Jesus. Oh my god. It hurts my soul. Yeah, no fucking, what do you call it? Let me take a look over here. If you send it in the chat, just to add a little bit on Dave Meltzer's weirdness, he skipped a date once to watch the match where Ric Flair won his 6th world title. Sure, everyone's a fan, but you should have a life outside of wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Come on, man.
Dude. Puni doesn't.
Do you want Juan? I was gonna say, do you want Juan to start giving you dating advice on where to get where to go for prostitution? Because he will.
Jose, I don't think Dave Meltzer can afford.
Yeah, he doesn't have Tony Khan money.
No, he doesn't have Tony Khan fuck you money. No, he has Dave Meltzer fuck me. Oh my god, I'm broke as hell money.
Oh my god. All right, but now before.
So yeah, no. Truthfully, thank you for saving my brain. I was going to myrtleize things. I cannot, in good conscience, continue to endorse the buffoonery and tomfoolery that is Chris Jericho's horse shit.
No, you're fine. Don't worry, Juan.
Yes,
I spared you.
Chris Jericho has a new signature move called Scoot. Jesus God.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm seriously done with Jericho.
We're all done with Jericho.
Thank you, Private Party. Okay, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually have a rant tonight unless you spring something on me at the last minute.
Well, before we get to the main event, let's go ahead and address the honorable mention of Wednesday night's Dynamite. Go ahead, show it. Yep, and it is Rush getting back in the ring. He had a one-sided squash match. He beat the shit out of him with lighting him up with chops and
Who
kicks.
did he light up?
Some local wrestler from Iowa who calls himself the Iceberg.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he murderized the dude in the ring.
Oh, no.
And then after the match, he got on the mic and he was going to murderize him again. But then out comes the former AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, and the two of them brawled at ringside.
They has
and
fight?
They has fight at ringside, and they has fight in the crowd. They has fight backstage. Yay! And it is announced that next week on AEW Dynamite, MJF and Roosh will go one-on-one in their opening match, and the opening match will be commercial-free.
Okay. Thank you. More MJF, please. Start your shows with your world champion, please. Huh. This might actually be a good Dynamite.
Yeah.
Is this thing on? Are we actually streaming? Hang on. 5350 kilobits per second. 5274. Yeah, we're live. We're live. No dings from YouTube or Kick. Yeah, this is live. Oh my god, I don't think I have a complaint. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I know, what a first, right?
Hey, blind squirrels, broken clocks, all that shit.
Yeah, I think
Jesus.
I think they heard
we
you
need
one.
Slipknot. Yeah, that'd be cool. Fly by night. Soundmind was talking about Roosh being like, Samoa Joe with hair. Yeah. Party walked so that the Acclaimed could run. Didn't they kind of come up at the same time?
I don't know.
Private Party and then the Acclaimed?
No, I don't think. No, Private Party came up first, and then
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I guess you've got a point there. Seth is pissed. I don't know what Seth needs to be pissed about. Yeah, and MJF and Swerve are worth watching. Damn right. In other news, Soundmind, water's wet.
All right, now let's get to the main event of this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, and this is a one-on-one match, and it is for the AEW International Championship. It is a championship match as Will Ospreay defends the title against Rey Fenix.
All right. Okay.
This is high-flying luchador-style action, spot fests all around, lots of fast-paced action between both these stars. The fans of Iowa definitely got their treat during the main event.
So, flippy shit for everybody?
Yes, with Swerve Strickland at ringside watching the action.
Okay, and see, there we go. We have stakes. We have consequences. We have stakes. And because for those of you who haven't been paying attention, at the upcoming Forbidden Door pay-per-view match, Swerve Strickland is defending the AEW World Championship against Will Ospreay. So, yeah, and seeing that Will Ospreay is also the international champion, it makes sense to see the international champion in action. See, bookending your shows. Oh my god, I think someone swapped out Tony Khan's cocaine with baby powder, and I think he got back to normal somehow. Dear God.
Maybe.
Jesus, okay.
But that being said, getting back to the action, when we got back from commercial break, Will Ospreay and Rey Fenix continued to punishment on each other. The story is that Will Ospreay is working over the leg of Rey Fenix, which is pretty much 90% of Rey Fenix's offense. I mean, think about all the Hurricane Ranas and shit that he does.
So much flippy shit.
Will Ospreay tries to go for the hidden blade. Rey Fenix dodges, and then he even at one point counters this Will Ospreay Stormbreaker by hitting his own by rolling up Will Ospreay with a crucifix, and only able to get a 2 count. Now, Will Ospreay was able to rally back. These both men exchanged roundhouse kicks to the heads back and forth. Will Ospreay got the better of the exchange, but Rey Fenix was able to kick out. And in the final moments of the match, Will Ospreay actually took a page out of Swerve's book. Bad segment, by the way. Took a page out of Swerve's book and hit Swerve's diving down drop kick that he does, and then Will Ospreay hits the hidden blade to pin and retain. Your winner, Will Ospreay.
All right, so Will Ospreay is still headed towards Forbidden Door as international champion.
And then, after the match, Swerve and Will had a bit of a stare down, an impromptu talkie slash stare down. No mics. The camera was able to capture the audio, and Swerve was trash talking to Will, saying like, "Oh, you still think this is a game? You still think this is a game?" Like, it's pretty much urging him to take this seriously and not take this title match so lightly, and saying that Will Ospreay is not going to be is not strong enough to hold 2 titles at once. And
to which Will Ospreay basically grabbed the AEW World titles, like, looks to me like I can hold these 2 titles just fine.
And then Swerve got right next to Will's ear and said, "You're lucky that we've been friends for 3 years. If it was anyone else, I would put them to the grave."
Oh.
This was a good Dynamite. This is a good way to close off the show. Holy shit.
Tag.
Hot tag. Hot tag?
Tag.
Actually, wait, before you hot tag, I do need to bring up numbers, because unfortunately, despite how good it was, it did not live up to the numbers ratings, because according to this week's Nielsen ratings, AEW Dynamite drew in 681,000 viewers, which is less than how much NXT drew in. NXT drew in 710,000 viewers. So yes, now is a hot time for a hot tag. Hot tag to Juancho!
Well, there we go. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, and this time Juan's not angry.
No, I'm confused. Here, take your butt cushion.
But you still have to throw shit.
Yes, I do.
But you're not angry.
And?
You don't have to throw anything.
Says who?
Fine, go ahead.
Hey folks, Juan Rouse, one of the heads of the Ravens flock, the tech guru of the team, and Aze's tag partner here on Wrestle Rewind. What happened? I'm asking because I want to know what happened this week here. From what I can tell, this was one of the better Dynamites that have been put out this year. Like, there's going to be shows where you're going to have stuff that doesn't land. It's unavoidable. Like like Jose even mentioned, the match between Mercedes Moné and Zeusis for the TBS championship. It was like a foregone conclusion. What was the point of that? Why are we building for that? Yeah, I get that. There's no way that she's going to lose her championship right before a new pay-per-view. But even that, the match itself wasn't like horrible, right? It wasn't like oh, this is too lazy and this is dumb or whatever. It was just like,
absolutely not. It was just logistics.
So even like the not so great moment or the not so great match was all right. I want to know. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Because clearly, whatever was done backstage, maybe Tony Khan sniffed a battery or something. Like not like a freaking like a size D, like maybe like a little AAA battery got lodged in his nose for a moment, and he quickly like had to throw that out like a bad booger or whatever. And lo and behold, he booked this program in a way that wasn't making me want to commit horrible acts of violence upon him. This was a good show. More of this, please. You've even the book ending with the opening segment starting with the champion. If you have to have the fucking elite involved, yeah, have the elite involved in a way that progresses the program and actually progresses the evening. And bookend it with that international championship match over here to which the AEW World Champion has a personal stake in. This was good. Very nice. See, I want this particular moment revive. Okay, you know what, Tony, you can have some revive. You can have some revive. Okay. Clearly, you need electrolytes in your life. Clearly, that's what's been missing. Because I see you drinking a lot of coffee out of those little paper cups. And I understand. I can be a coffee fiend too. I love me my Starbucks. I love me my hazelnut lattes with stevia up in there. I understand the appeal. But maybe if you switch to Glitch, and maybe if you continue just doing what you were doing this week here, you can keep doing well. Now, granted, I don't know what the hell happened to everyone and their mother that this week's episode of Dynamite didn't break 700,000 viewers. That's really fucking depressing to me, because it's almost as if the audience is saying, no, we don't want our pro wrestling from AEW to make sense. We want it to be a cacophony of horse shit, and we want it to be booked like a fucking schizophrenic, paranoid motherfucker grabbed a hold of a pen, took the pen, broke it open, threw the ink all over the walls, and then took the booking sheet where you have everything laid out and wiped it all across the wall where the ink was. Because that's what we like. No, we don't want shit that makes sense. We want shit that does not make sense. That's almost the message that these ratings are transmitting. So if I'm going to be pissed at anything this week, I'm going to be pissed at the viewers.
Wrestling fans are fickle.
Say, switch over to the YouTube tab so we can see what people are saying.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
and I'm over here wondering, like, the earning money. Hi there, earning money. Welcome to Los Amigos Play. No, sorry, it's a Wrestle Rewind. Why did I say Los Amigos Play?
You're fine.
Point is, like, I think what may have happened here is every week before this had been such a cacophony of crap. It was so disjointed in how you book shit, enough to drive my ass insane, that maybe those couple, I don't know, like 50,000 or 100,000 viewers who were watching AEW, who were watching Dynamite, basically came up to this Wednesday last night and said, you know what? I'm good. I don't need this shit in my life. I don't need this aggravation. Maybe that's what happened. And that is really kind of a fucking shame if you think about it. Because it doesn't send the right messages back between the communication of the producers of the program to its intended audience and vice versa.
Especially when AEW is struggling to try and get that demographic of the audience of ages 18 to 35.
Yeah, 18 to 30. I thought it was 18 to 49.
No. Here's the thing. Recently, there's been a decline in viewership from the specific age range of the fans who are between 18 to 35. Any of the fans older, they're still watching AEW. AEW right now is struggling to try and get the younger audience to watch.
So folks who are younger than me, adults younger than me, fantastic.
There's also other factors to consider, because this week AEW Dynamite was going head to head against the NBA playoffs on Wednesday night, and NXT, their rating 710,000, they were down from last week's ratings, and they still beat AEW.
Wow. Okay, so we've got freaking NBA playoffs that cut into last night's Dynamite.
Yeah, we had NBA playoffs that were playing on the same night, but I don't want. But you know what? I don't want to shift the blame. Okay, that's
fucking depressing. Hey up, Matthew Coburn. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate you. Wow. God, that's depressing. It really is, because this episode of Dynamite wasn't horrible. It didn't make me want to myrtleize things. Yes, exactly, Mr. Quake. Put in the effort. Put in the work.
Do the work, as Cody would say.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad. I am happy. I do not want All Elite Wrestling to end up a ratings failure. I do not want All Elite Wrestling to be taken off of broadcast television, despite my agitation, aggravation, and downright pissed offedness at the way Tony Khan produces this programming. Despite all that, I want AEW to succeed. I want AEW to remain on broadcast television. I want more good booking like this. This was a well-booked episode of Dynamite. And the idiot motherfuckers who watch this shit weren't around to watch this shit. Fucking assholes. Shame on you. Fuck.
I know.
Tag in. Here you go. Let me give you your butt cushion while I'm at it.
Oh, gee, yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hang on a minute. Oh, boy.
There was hockey, too?
Oh, yeah, there was hockey this week.
Oh, my God. You motherfuckers had no chance. Oh, no.
No, if I'm not mistaken, I think WWE was contesting against the NHL hockey Tuesday night, whereas AEW contested against the NBA playoffs.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right, Jose.
That being said... God. Yeah, no, man. Wrestling fans are fucking fickle, dude. Jesus.
You guys suck.
You guys really fucking suck.
Some nights are weird in wrestling. Really good Dynamite, but less than 700,000. It's sad, really. Yeah, exactly. If you said that, that's the point I was making. Like, you motherfuckers didn't deserve a good Dynamite because you won't show up for it when it's good. You show up when it's garbage.
Yeah, when it's your garbage.
Jesus fuck.
All right, well, let's go ahead and shift things over to this week's edition of TNA Impact. This week's Impact is a final taping over in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it is the go-home show before TNA's Against All Odds, which is tomorrow night.
All right, and they said over here at the Cicero Stadium in Chicago, Illinois, the sold-out Cicero Stadium. Unbelievable. I'm glad to see and hear that TNA is able to sell out their venue for tomorrow night's show.
Hell's yeah, they don't need CM Punk.
No, they don't. But they are getting another Chicago native there.
Yes, that's right. But
yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing. Here we go.
No, you're fine. But now, this week's edition of TNA Impact opens up with a one-on-one match. These two guys are paired up in opposite teams. They'll be squaring off at Against All Odds. And
hey, where did it go?
I sent it to you.
No, I'm trying to find it in here.
Oh, well, I posted it on the folder, on the Wrestle Rewind folder.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find the TNA stuff right now. Give me a minute.
Oh yeah, the TNA. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Give them a minute, folks. But man. But you know what, folks? While Juan's searching, what is your favorite match from the history of WWE Battleground? I'll go ahead and share mine. My favorite match from Battleground is the Rhodes Brothers, Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes versus The Shield in Battleground 2013. That was amazing. Cody and Goldust fought for to get their jobs back in WWE, and we even saw the American Dream Dusty Rhodes lay out Dean Ambrose with the freaking bionic elbow. Wancho, what's your favorite match from Battleground?
Do you really have to ask? It was the Jordan Grayson Roxanne Perez match.
All right, fair enough. That is a pretty freaking awesome match.
Right, let me just see what happened here.
Oh, Mr. Quake says Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal inside the Punjabi prison work. The Great Khali showed up and helped Jinder Mahal retain the WWE title. Oh my God!
That was a hell of a show. That was fun. That was a friggin' disaster piece theater. Let me see here. What is wrong with this thing? What? Okay. So yeah, it is this. Okay, let me see if it'll let me pull it up this time.
Yeah, go right ahead, man.
Oh wait, I think I know what happened. Oh fuck! Please don't let this be what
the
happened.
First NXT branded Battleground. Yeah, no, that was good. My other favorite NXT Battleground match was, WWE Battleground match was 2016, where Dean Ambrose defended the WWE Championship against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. All three members of the Shield competed in a triple threat match, and Dean Ambrose came on top, retaining the WWE title.
Yeah, no, that was a fantastic match.
And that was right after Dean Ambrose won the championship and right before the WWE brand split was reinstituted.
Hold on, let me see what... Are they all in this weird format thing? Oh no, what the hell?
I just screen capped it.
I know, that is so bizarre. Okay, for some reason, the photos from the Impact review stuff showed up in a weird format. Give me a minute over here. Let me fix this.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and keep the fans. I'll keep the folks talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I'm trying to think of another one because like when it comes to like pay-per-views like Battleground, like sometimes there's good matches, sometimes it's a hit and miss. Another good match from Battleground. Shit, there's so many.
Okay, thank God. Okay, we could start off with the opening match here.
Okay, good. Let's return to the review of TNA Impact. I'm glad you guys enjoyed me reminiscing.
Yep. That was This is bizarre. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. I know how to keep people talking. The opening contest for TNA Impact is Zachary Wentz, one half of the Rascals, going one-on-one against Mike Santana.
Yay.
Hells yeah, hey. And this was a fine match. And of course, Santana was in a 2-on-1 disadvantage with Zachary Wentz's partner at ringside, Trey Miguel. Trey Miguel using ringside chicanery to screw over Mike Santana anytime the referee has his back turned. And this was the theme of the match because the Rascals were taking liberties against the rules, and Mike Santana was having none of it. Santana was able to hit a comeback during the match, but we got some more ringside chicanery from the Rascals, and finally, out to even the odds, out comes freaking Steve Macklin to lay out Trey Miguel during their match, allowing Mike Santana to hit his finishing move to finally pin and win. Your winner, Santana!
Why do you keep saying it like that?
I don't know, because Jericho introduced him as Santana and Ortiz!
No.
I don't know.
Mike Santana.
Mike Santana, sorry.
Just call him
Sorry,
Mike
man.
Santana.
I yearned for the years of the Inner Circle when they were fun.
And when Chris Jericho wasn't cringe?
Yeah.
It wasn't cringe Jericho?
Yeah, he wasn't cringe Jericho. He was actually like playing a villain, playing a heel leader with his gang.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of looked like Jericho was like in charge of like a freaking like outlaw biker gang called the Inner Circle.
Yeah, I know. The world was simpler than his. I'm sorry.
I know.
But apparently, he had to go ahead and get high on his own supply.
Ugh. All right. Well, while Juan is still fixing up, it's gonna take a little while, folks.
Oh no, I got you.
Okay.
So,
all right. So now let's get over to the exciting match of the night, and this is a one-on-one match featuring the Knockouts of TNA. That's right. Two women on opposite teams. One of the women is a part of a team, as Tasha Steelz, the Boricua Badass, goes one-on-one against Danny Luna, one half of the team Spitfire, accompanied by Jody Threat and Lars Ulrichsen.
All right, so
Lars Ulrichsen is continuing his mentorship of Spitfire, trying to help get their momentum back, get their groove back, so they can go after the TNA Knockouts tag team titles again. Danny Luna, of course, is the powerhouse of the one-on-one encounter. What's her face? Tasha Steelz is the small and nimbler, agile badass who's not afraid to bend the rules when it comes to. And this was a great match. I'll be honest. I was kind of watching this match while also eating dinner, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Of course, Danny Luna was dominant. She was able to get the early advantage with her power moves. Tasha Steelz was able to use underhanded tactics and regain control. And there were moments when Lars Ulrichsen tried to help, tried to mentor, but it ended up costing Danny Luna, as too much of a distraction was just enough for the Boricua Badass to hit her, to roll up Danny Luna to pin and win. Your winner, Tasha Steelz.
Ah, god dang it.
Just a second, I have to go on a candy break.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, your candy. All right, well, yeah, no, Tasha Steelz has never really been a pushover to begin with. So Jody Threat was definitely getting a run for her money in terms of trying to see if she can get a win in against Tasha Steelz. And yeah, props to Lars Ulrich from Lars Ulrichsen from the band Rancid, but no, there's no amount of coaching and belief that can save you if you're going up against a crazy biatch like this.
And now we get to the exciting segment of the night, and oh my god, this was bonkers. This is gonna take me a while to get through. All right, let's get to the segment. This is an entire video segment of the heel faction, The System, Moose, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and Alicia Edwards visiting the
Hardy Compound! Yes! This was wonderful!
That's right. Broken Matt Hardy has invited the System over to the Hardy Compound to meet King Maxwell, Lord Wolfgang, what's his face? Senor Benjamin, Queen Rebecca. I don't know the other children's names. I'm sorry, there's too many kids.
He's got too many fucking kids. I'm sorry, breeders. What the hell, man? Tears is God in heaven. This was, quite frankly, the kind of crazy, wild bullshit that I love whenever we have Broken Matt Hardy come around, whether it's in AEW, WWE, or here in TNA where he started that shit. Whatever with the Broken Universe comes around, it's a freaking delight for me. I'm sorry, Jose. I know this was kind of weird for you, but you can't deny this was some hilarious bullshit.
I'm not denying it. It was fun. And Matt Hardy invited them over to come inside. We got some back and forth trash talk before Matt Hardy started attacking them by launching fireworks at them. What the fuck?
He shot them with Roman candles.
Dude, are we trying to commit murder?
Maybe.
Jesus, man, between Darby Allin using a fucking flamethrower and now Matt Hardy using Roman candles.
Is that in here? No, it's not in here yet, is it?
No, it's not. But after they were attacked, each member of the system were all split off into their own little mental
traps. Their own little miniature worlds where they were taken and placed upside down and inside out in order for them to reflect upon their true, purer selves. Yes.
Let's start off with the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers. In his mental trance, he woke up over at the arcade room of the Hardy compound, which he calls it the Starcade. And in each room that Brian Myers passes, he comes across a different action figure of Matt Hardy. In the arcade room, in the weight room, and he runs into King Maxwell.
That's Matt Hardy's oldest
son. He keeps running into King Maxwell during these encounters. Eventually, Brian Myers ended up in the wrestling ring that's within the compound.
Matt Hardy, he's got a giant barn warehouse in his property where he has his own wrestling ring set up.
Yep.
It's a proper ass wrestling ring, so it's where Matt can train. And then Brian Myers is surrounded by all these past mementos, these past phases of his life. There is a skeleton of that was wearing Brian Myers' old trunks when he was part of La Familia in WWE, aka Edge's bitch. There was also Wait, didn't he fucking play Joe Hendry's song of him being Edge's bitch?
Yes. There was also a commentary that was heard during this segment where Brian Myers once was in a huge losing streak, losing 269 matches.
Yeesh.
Oh yeah,
that's also another WWE reference there for you. So haha.
I know, right? Man, the Forbidden Door nonsense is crazy. Okay, but anyways,
the prohibited portal.
The prohibited portal thing is crazy, man. The prohibited portal of promotions, the triple P, the PPP. Anyway, so Brian Myers finally, after going through so many of the mementos, the skeleton wearing the rated R trunks to tights came to life, and I kid you not, the skeleton speared Brian Myers.
And it left him in the dirt. Brian Myers was defeated by the skeleton of his former self. Yes.
And then on top of the ladder,
just add insult to injury.
King Maxwell leaped off the top of the ladder and hit a hearty leg drop onto Brian Myers, cutting away from that part of the mental fuckery.
Dun dun dun. This is a freaking clown show of the best order. Listen, I can deal with stupid if it's fun. If it's fun, stupid. Actually lean into the stupid when it's fun. If it's, not really fun, if it doesn't actually fucking, make me feel like I can enjoy being a witness to it instead of being a victim to it, then that's how you fucking get this shit done right.
I tell you, man, Angel really missed the boat, man. Freaking Matt Hardy shooting Roman candles, he would have loved it.
He would have loved it.
Anyways, so the mind games continue as now we cut to Eddie Edwards, who is lost in the woods until he eventually comes across another child of the Hardy family, Lord Wolfgang.
Yeah.
And Lord Wolfgang referenced that Eddie Edwards used to be called the Wolf back in the old years of TNA. Eddie Edwards tried to dismiss it, but then Lord Wolfgang pointed out that it's a full moon tonight. And then Eddie Edwards morphed into a werewolf!
Oh no! Behold, you're living the gimmick!
Well, there's your material. Here's your material, you wrestling furry fucks.
Jesus fucking Christ! That was wonderful!
Oh my god.
Like, Mr. Quake was saying that AEW has a decent women's division. Yeah, they do. But they don't compare to the knockouts of TNA.
They don't.
So, I'm sorry, but gotta call a spade a spade. The knockouts division, I said this before, I'll say it again, is by far the top women's division in professional wrestling, period, blank, like point blank, period. So, yeah, I respect the women of AEW without question. But they got nothing against the compared to the knockouts.
Exactly. And Eddie Edwards, he is the top guy in the TNA furry division. There's no question.
Jesus Christ in heaven and earth. That's fucking... I'm sorry, but the moment I saw that in the freaking video, like, Jose, you need what? You're getting screenshots of these, right? Like,
and I'm like, fuck, do I have to?
Yes, you have to. It's a freaking Hardy compound, like, broken universe bullshit. You have to. It's important that you do, Jose.
All right.
That's why we got so many screenshots for tonight, despite me hating having to go through all these screenshots and there being a fucking format problem with them. So I have to reformat them here in order for me to get them to work. But you know
I'm
what?
sorry,
Fuck
dude.
It. It's worth it. Because this is wonderful! Yes!
All right, so as Juan continues to do that, we've wrapped up Eddie Edwards' story, and now we move over to Alicia Edwards. Alicia Edwards eventually comes across Queen Rebecca playing the piano and the Hardy daughter.
I'm so sorry, I don't know her name. We're gonna have to find out.
Me either.
Give
There's
me
too many Hardy
seconds.
children.
Give me 5 fucking seconds over here. Matt Hardy children.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Ridiculous. Children's name. There we go. Okay. 1-year-old Evie, and older brother is Wolfgang, Maxwell, and Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Well, I'm guessing that this will be Miss Evie Evermore is her actual name.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
all right,
Evermore Hardy.
Queen Rebecca and Evermore Hardy greeted Alicia Edwards. Alicia Edwards throwing attitude, saying that she wants to get the hell out of here. And she even at one point tried to yell at Evie to move out of the way. Queen Rebecca warned her not to do that. And Evie tapped into her mystical Hardy powers and launched... Yep, there's Alicia Edwards. And Evie tapped into her powers and launched black confetti! Black confetti everywhere!
Oh no!
Confetti! Ah, shit, it's black! You know you gotta dodge that shit!
Like, listen, you know the black mist that Malachi Black sprays into people's face that blinds you and brainwashes you?
Yeah?
That's it in paper form!
Oh my god!
It is biodegradable! Yes! Oh my god!
That's funny. That's hilarious.
I needed a fucking laugh tonight, sweet Jesus God. Fucking hell, man!
Well, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I'm glad you're loving it. All right. So
surely that's the worst that What's-Her-Face is going to have to deal with, right?
Let's continue. We'll get to it.
Because Moose, the head of the system and the actual TNA World Champion, he keeps looking around for Matt Hardy.
Yep. By this point, every member is all getting trashed. Oh yeah, and Senior Benjamin was there too. But anyways,
Senior Benjamin rocks. Okay.
Yeah, I know. He was just there for like one scene, and that's it. And then Moose came across a specific room in the Hardy compounds that holds all the memorabilia of the Hardy Boys, of the Hardy family. And then he was looking over at some weird picture inside the room, and then he was ambushed from behind from broken Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy slammed Moose's head against the wall, and then eventually lays him out inside, sits him on a wheelchair. I'm sorry. A chair of wheels!
Yes!
And takes Moose for a joyride.
Yep, he rolls Moose out of the little memorabilia, out of the little warehouse. That's pretty much like the ass end of anyone else's garage, if you think about it, because you see all the junk is kind of like strewn across, and rolled him down and rolled him off down the fucking ramp in this.
Oh my god!
And just rolled him out onto the fucking ground. God, that is no way to treat a world champion. But you know what? It's a bad guy champion, so fuck him.
And while that piece of madness is happening, with Moose being wheeled out of a house, we cut back over to Alicia Edwards, and let's just say, in her attempts to try to escape the Hardy compound, well, being one step ahead was not in the cards for her.
Folks, take a close look at that. That is Alicia Edwards with her head in a guillotine! Wait, what the fuck?
Yes.
Holy shit!
We're going there.
Oh my fucking god!
Alicia Edwards woke up from being confettied, and she's now in a guillotine, and she's about to lose her head, kids.
Holy shit in heaven! Like, yeah, Mr. Quake, she's gorgeous, but Queen Rebecca over here is the one with her hand on the rope over here. Yeah, Matt Hardy and Rebecca and Rebby are like bunnies always breeding. Yeah, no fucking kidding.
Yep.
And Vicente is like, surprised Jeff didn't walk out of the lake. I guess his AEW contract's not up yet. No, it's
not up yet.
No, not yet.
Now, Queen Rebecca, of course, is the one to drop the blade onto her, and she
just murdered someone.
So Queen Rebecca murdered someone.
Listen,
we got a killing. We killed someone off.
Yeah, I shat on a few weeks ago with what's-his-face, Darby Allin coming out with a flamethrower trying to murder people at AEW's,
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing.
The Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah. I crapped on that because it was insane, but that's because you can't fuck around with fire. You can fuck around with like a rigged guillotine, or how these guys shot it. She drops the guillotine thing, and you hear Alicia Edwards screaming, and then the guillotine drops, and she stops screaming. So it is heavily implied, it is very heavily implied, quote unquote, giant quotation marks, that Rebby fucking chopped her head off.
You see, children,
but you don't actually show it.
Yeah.
You don't actually do it. You fill in the violence. You fill in the blank on your own with your imagination.
You see, children, this is why you don't argue with Rebecca Hardy on Twitter, because this will happen to you.
It's true. Rebby Hardy is a fucking beast on Twitter. She is batshit fucking crazy. You better be thankful that if you don't catch any strays from her over on Twitter, then motherfucker, you better thank your lucky fucking stars. You better pray to whatever god or deity that you behold, and if you don't believe in any deity, you better find one and thank them anyways, because that bitch is crazy. All right? She's like what? She's Boricua, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know Boricua fucking crazy. No, don't fuck with like crazy Boricua bitches. They will fucking end you.
They will end
and
you.
not in the fun way where you have sexy times. In the horrible way where she chops your head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Easy peasy lemon fucking squeezy.
And then we conclude this wild, wacky experience by cutting back to Moose, as Moose is being dumped into the Lake of Reincarnation.
The Lake of Reincarnation!
From Broken Matt Hardy. And then as Moose gets out of the Lake of Reincarnation, he is dressed up in his football uniform. He's got his jersey on, the shoulder pads, he's got the football helmet, and it has his number, Moose 69.
It's like, and he's even looking around at himself. He sees himself in the jersey and the fucking helmet. He's like, Matt, what have you done to me? What's happening? And Matt even tells me, what I brought you to your younger form, your most, the height of your prime, your greatest form, when you were a football player. And Moose is like, you know what? I'm not going to take this shit. And gets down for freaking football tackle and charges in on Matt.
But then he's stopped in his tracks, not by Matt Hardy, not from a surprise Jeff Hardy cameo, which never happened, not even by Senior Benjamin, who was only there by one scene. Oh, no. By Vanguard 1.
the Hardy family's trusty drone robot, who, according to the fucking lore of the Broken Hardy universe, is like a sentient robot. He's like their own personal fucking death machine that can think on its own.
Oh my god.
So fucking Vanguard 1 chases Moose down and what? He fucking shoots him with a missile or something?
No, he just chases him down, and then Matt Hardy catches Moose.
Right, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Matt Hardy catches Moose, he hits the twist of fate, and then we get a flash, and then suddenly the System are back at the gates of the Hardy compound, and they have snapped out of this crazy bullshit trance.
Out of this crazy ass bullshit nightmare, like, oh my god, what the hell happened to us? What the fuck? Oh my god, my head's still on, right? I still have my head. Yes, baby, you still have your head on. You're still beautiful. Oh my god, what the fuck just happened to us? And that's when Moose vowed that tomorrow night at TNA's Against All Odds, he's going to destroy Matt Hardy once
again. Oh, no, watch out.
No?
He said the K word. He says he's going to kill Matt Hardy.
Oh, he's going to kill Matt
So we're going to straight up murder people now.
We're going to just straight up murder people.
Oh my god, wrestling is so weird.
Wrestling is so fucking weird.
So, Juan, what did you think of the segment?
What do you think I thought? It was wonderful.
It was truly amazing. Oh my god.
That is something that you cannot delete easily from my mind. Yeah, I'm a fucking mark for the broken universe bullshit. It's dumb, but it's the right kind of dumb.
I think we all are, because that's where Matt Hardy shines the most. I mean, like, yeah, Jeff Hardy earned the early accolades from being a daredevil and doing high-flying stuff, but Matt Hardy's career could be best summed up as being safe in the ring and also trending upward, keeping his finger at the pulse of what's cool.
Right? Yeah. Thank God. Like, I'm over here, like, seriously thankful that what's his face, that Matt Hardy finally got his niche on in a way that that exemplifies how good he is. In the chat, let's see here. Vicente Guerrero saying, I do not have Twitter, but it would be fun as fuck watching a chat between Rebby Hardy and Melissa Cage. She used to bitch tons about Brian's AEW booking.
Oh,
no
shit.
Deleted Ruthless Aggression vibes. High T of COVID. I call it 10x. Yeah, I call it Twitter.
Hardys are very creative. Yep.
Yeah, Matt Hardy has some common sense.
Yes.
Matt Hardy does have some common sense between him and his brother Jeff, because seriously, Jeff, I seriously believe Jeff's trying to kill himself in the ring. I hope that I'm wrong. I really do. But truthfully, when it comes to the broken shit, when it comes to the broken Hardys, this shit's fun. And it's the good kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's like, this is like, okay, don't take it seriously. Don't worry too much.
Just enjoy the ride, bro.
Whereas, like, where you had shit with these idiots in AEW with the fucking flamethrower going on.
What the
like, no,
like, how the hell do you expect me to react?
That's the wrong kind of funny. Because that is, no, don't play with fire. You will literally kill someone. What is wrong with you, you idiot marks?
Look, X-Pac did it one time in 1999, and that was still a risky move.
Exactly. Don't copy X-Pac.
That being said, now Sol Ruka is hot, yes.
And Oro Mensah has potential. Yeah, they do. And we saw that Oro Mensah got payback on what's his face, on Ethan Page. So yeah.
All right. Now let's get to the match. Don't worry, I'll try to wrap us up. We're going overtime, so don't worry.
It's all right. We had to, because this was wonderful.
Now, the match of the night is a squash match featuring Ash by Elegance. Ash by Elegance destroyed a local talent. Jada Stone, thank you. She destroyed Jada Stone in the middle of the ring. There's really not much to say about it. Ash by Elegance is just continuing to build her momentum as she's still within the TNA Knockouts Championship picture. Ash by Elegance actually showed up at Battleground during the match between Jordynne Grace versus Roxanne Perez, and she actually stopped Tatum Paxley from stealing the TNA Knockouts title.
Like, okay, so
they were both playing tug of war with it.
Like, that's how it actually ended up. Like, okay, the end of the Jordynne Grace Roxanne Perez match, you have the two women's championships off to the side. You know, the Knockouts Championship for TNA and the NXT Women's Championship. Tatum Paxley snuck in from the crowd. She took a look at the TNA Knockouts Championship belt, grabbed it, and tried to run away. This distracted Jordynne Grace, and as Tatum Paxley was running back up the ramp, Ash by Elegance here stops her, snatches it away from her, is like, no, if anyone's going to take it, it's me. And Jordynne Grace decks the both of them.
Yep.
And that was the distraction that cost Jordynne Grace the win in the match over there, because at the end that was where Roxanne Perez lost.
It was a good. Hey, listen, it was a good dirty finish. It keeps it obviously builds up Roxanne Perez as the unstoppable champion, and
keeps Jordynne Grace looking strong too.
Absolutely, I agree. That being said, like I said, squash match. Ash by Elegance wins, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to write home about this.
Okay.
All right.
The bad segment?
And the bad segment. I recently sent it to you, and yeah, it is an interview segment conducted by Gia Miller as she interviews the newly crowned TNA Digital Media Champion, AJ Francis and Rich Swann.
Bullshit. So, yeah, AJ Francis is preening, fucking all up in him, like he's feeling himself, he's all up his own ass.
He's all up his own ass. Farts. He's sniffing his own farts. He stole the desecrated rose from Steph DeLander that PCO gave her, and he's just celebrating, just being his usual asshole self. And then out comes PCO to destroy AJ Francis and chase away Rich Swann to get the rose back. And I don't.
That is so weird.
Oh, my brain. Damn it, and I already used up my hot tag for this for the earlier shit.
Sorry, not allowed.
I don't know which one I want to omit from memory, man. AJ Francis or fucking PCO.
Look, because I asked you earlier tonight, and I saw the answer in your eyes. Like, what would you rather see more of? Would you rather see more of AJ Francis, or would you rather see more of PCO? I rest my fucking case. Right there. AJ Francis is an insufferable asswad. At least PCO is entertaining, because when he goes in the fucking ring, when he's in character of being the unstoppable fucking badass, monstrous heel of doom, it's fun to watch.
It also
AJ Francis is just insufferable.
Yeah, I know. AJ Francis just doesn't click with me. Like, he was cool when he was part of Hit Row, and now he's trying to be his own guy, and I respect that, and I appreciate that, but it's just not clicking with me.
Listen, AJ Francis was not the top guy of Hit Row. He was the big guy of Hit Row, but he wasn't the top guy of Hit Row.
No, he went over the top. He went over the top, though.
Yes, he went over the top, with no problem at all. But you know who was the top guy? Isaiah Swerve Scott, a.k.a. Swerve Strickland.
A.k.a. the
AEW World Champion. Jackass. Get off your own, quit getting high off your own supply, Francis. Let's see, Vicente, after losing to Ash by Elegance, Jade Stone had to have wished she actually was high.
Ow.
AJ Francis is meh.
He is.
PCO would be at home in the Hardy compound. Right? No, imagine, PCO, you can't do anything to PCO that hasn't already been done to him before.
That is true.
You know, like, you can call him the Quebecer, and even that wouldn't be like, meh. That doesn't affect him that much.
I know, right? Now, before we get to the main event, we do have a quick honorable mention to throw up there, and it is a video package featuring the aforementioned TNA Knockouts World Champion Jordynne Grace. She reflected on her loss at NXT Battleground, and she said that she's still a strong, unstoppable TNA Knockouts champion, and she has issued an open challenge tomorrow night at Against All Odds.
So we don't know who's going to challenge here, but one thing was made painfully clear. We're not allowed to the AEW women aren't allowed to challenge.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, because what's her face? Jordynne Grace said, like, I don't care if you're a TNA knockout. I don't care if you're from a different promotion, from WWE, from New Japan Pro Wrestling,
from AAA, or from
CMLL. If you're a local girl, I don't care. Come and take your shot. There was the very loud and very painfully obvious omission of mentioning AEW. That is some serious shade.
Methinks there may have been some internal conflict between AEW and TNA back when they were working together in 2021.
Yeah, it's called Tony Khan's a dipshit and he burnt that bridge. And even TNA back then, with all their problems, said, no, we don't want to deal with this idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, I want to make one correction on my earlier review of NXT. During the segment where Cody Rhodes announced there will be a 25-man battle royal next week, he did mention to Trick that there are some guys he recognizes from the locker room, and there are some that are from different locker rooms.
Oh? You mean to tell me there's going to be more guys in that 25-man battle royal who might not be from NXT?
That's right.
You might have other TNA men show up?
Or other guys from Raw and SmackDown.
Or Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, it could be Raw and SmackDown.
But yeah, I just wanted to mention that as a minor correction. That's my bad. But yes, great video package from Jordan Grace. I can't wait to see who steps up to the plate. And now we finally get to the main event of TNA Impact, and it is a tag match, player.
Holla, holla.
That's right, the teams of the ABC Club going up against the wanted man, Nick Nemeth, and his brother, the Hollywood hunk, Ryan Nemeth.
So the Nemeth boys going up against Bullet Club boys here. ABC, Chris Bay and Ace Austin. Nick and Ryan Nemeth in hot tag team action. Tell us, spit some rhymes here, Isaiah. Tell us about it.
Now, this main event tag match actually told two stories. On the ABC side, they're continuing dissension and they're continuing conflict with each other, despite, trying to work things out in the ring last week. And for Nick and Ryan Nemeth, they're trying to build up momentum ahead of their match for the TNA World Tag Team titles at Against All Odds. But more importantly, this is the first time that Nick and Ryan Nemeth have worked together as a tag team in their wrestling career.
Right, which means they've never tagged before. They're brothers, they're both wrestlers, but they've never tagged before. They've never even thought about tagging before, so how does this even work?
All right, so it starts off with Ryan Nemeth against Chris Bay. These two went back and forth, exchanged reversals, exchanged moves. It was pretty standard, pretty awesome. Way to get the crowd riled up. And then the crowds were popping loud when Ryan Nemeth was pointing at his brother, Nick Nemeth, asking the fans if they should tag him in. Nick Nemeth gets the tag. He gets, they start, and both Chris Bay and Nick Nemeth start working each other up. Chris Bay was taunting Ryan Nemeth, doing his pelvic thrust, his signature pelvic thrust. Nick Nemeth laid out Chris Bay and gave his own retort, a la pelvic thrust. I can't do the pelvic thrust while sitting.
Not while you're sitting. Please don't thrust.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Please don't thrust my camera. Thank you.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But then during the tag match, Nick Nemeth was pretty much far away from Ryan Nemeth. Like the ABC Club were working over him on a 2-on-1 disadvantage throughout the majority of the match. Like Nick Nemeth was getting worked over by both Chris Bay and Ace Austin a lot. And to Nick Nemeth's credit, he was able to hold his own. Eventually, he got the hot tag to Ryan Nemeth, and Ryan Nemeth is a huge ball of fire. It goes to work on both Chris Bay and to Ace Austin, and the action continued. Like and here I'll say this for Nick and Ryan Nemeth, having never tag team ever, and this being their first tag match. They fucking worked great together,
yeah,
and it's no surprise, and it should be no surprise.
Yeah, they gelled. They did a good job together. Not bad. I am impressed. It did.
Of course. Now, in the final moments of the match, Ryan Nemeth was laid out at ringside. It looks like the ABC Club has victories in their grasps. They're about to hit their double team move, the Ultimate Finesser, following the fold. But then Ryan Nemeth grabbed Ace Austin by the leg, accidentally shoved Ace Austin towards Chris Bay. A little miscalculation there.
Oh, we got that. We got that heat between the two of them again.
Hells yeah, we do. And then Ryan Nemeth grabbed Ace Austin and threw him at ringside, threw him against the security barricade. And then in the middle of the ring, Chris Bay is left defenseless. Ryan Nemeth lays out a running STO, like the pay dirt. And then Nick Nemeth finishes off with the Danger Zone!
To pin and win.
Your winner, the Nemeths!
Yay! Go fucking figure. Go figure. The first time tag team working better together than the long-time tag team. This so much drama between ABC over here, between Chris Bay and Ace Austin. Dear me, oh my, how will this ever be resolved? The answer is not right this second, and not anytime soon, because tomorrow night these guys have match.
Yes, indeed. But that being said, that's gonna do it. Wancho, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, so final thoughts of this week's edition of TNA Impact. Great main event with Nick and Ryan Nemeth winning, and there was no bullshittery at the end of the main event match, thank goodness. The Hardy compound, I think, was the main focus of tonight's Impact. Like, all the...
As it should be.
As it should be. All the craziness that happened at the Hardy compound, it was so wild. I never thought that I would have Eddie Edwards dressing up as a fucking werewolf in my bingo card for 2024. That was so weird.
Expect the unexpected when you cross the Hardy compound. Yes. And yes, you're right, Vicente. It was a one-sided relationship when TNA and AEW were working together. AEW guys kept winning, and there's no way in hell Kenny Omega should have beat Moose.
Indeed.
I know. I like Kenny in the ring, outside the ring. I'm 50-50. But yeah, no, he definitely shouldn't have fucking beat Moose of all fucking people.
It really sucked. But getting back to it, getting back to the review, the Hardy Compound segment was fucking amazing. It was great. It was really fun to watch. And of course, the TNA Knockouts put in the work on tonight's show. So, great show all around. Great go-home show for TNA Impact. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, despite tanking in the ratings, like Juan said, it was actually a really good AEW Dynamite. From the opening segment with Swerve Strickland addressing his opponent at the Forbidden Door to the main event where Will Ospreay had a great high-flying main event match against Rey Fenix, and everything else in between was fucking awesome.
Flippy dopes, you get your flippy stuff. We have action that doesn't involve everyone just like smashing each other with fucking foreign objects all the fucking time. Yeah, no. I thank you, please. More of this, please.
Yeah, no. And Hook and Samoa Joe and Katsuyori Shibata teaming together. I can't wait to see where this pairing goes.
I know, that is so weird. Yes, Hook and Samoa Joe pairing up, that makes sense. You know, both of them are badass submission guys. Both of them are suplex guys. But Shibata out of nowhere? Really?
Yeah, I know. That's so weird, isn't it?
Fuck. Okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah, no. And of course, the segments were also fun, too. I can't wait to see what Pac delivers at the Owen Hart Cup. And of course, Chris Jericho getting foiled by Private Party. I'm sure much to Juan's delight. So that was also pretty good. Now, this week's edition of WWE's NXT was also fun. I will always pop for Cody Rhodes no matter what, man. You will never see me hate on the American Nightmare.
Unless he wants you to hate on him.
Unless he wants me to, in which case he's a mastermind. Right. But no, great segment. I love the announcement of a 25-man Battle Royal for next week. I look forward to watching that. And Roxanne Perez's segment as the main event sets up new challengers for the women's title: Lash Legend, JC Jane, and Lola Vice. Each of them with a stake.
What about what's her face? Jada Parker.
Jada Parker was busy getting her ass kicked by Mishin. Remember?
Oh yeah, no, right. My bad. I got the two segments mixed up.
No, it's okay.
That's me. That's all.
And of course, the opening segment, pretty good babyface segment from Kalani Jordan. So that was also nice.
The weird thing with Wendy Chu.
That's going to take me a while.
Oh, there was another bit. After, or was it before? It was before JC Jane came out to try and stake her claim for the Women's Championship. There was another backstage segment where Cody Rhodes actually came up to JC Jane and he gifted her his old face mask, for like his nose guard face mask from when he was undashing Cody Rhodes.
Whoa!
You're only smoking mirrors.
Oh god! Out of a paper bag, no less. Oh my god, I loved it. That was quite a dashing gift.
Hobo.
I know. Also, I like the Singapore King match. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Ow.
All right.
Sorry, you keep saying it that way. Like, they're kendo sticks. Like, and I'm just feeling...
Is there a difference in material?
No,
that would make sense.
That's not the point. The point is I'm getting fucking Vietnam flashbacks of getting whacked by one of those canes. It sucks.
All right. Now, I'm not going to do any announcements because we are running over time. So, Juan, plug us away.
You sure we don't want to do the announcement?
I'm sleepy. I'm about to knock out.
All right,
please
fine,
plug us away.
You know what? Fine.
I don't know about you, but I'm sleepy. I'm not a night owl.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casa. Bona! As he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Total Nonstop Action's TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, become an intervlogger by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravensflock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona. And you better watch it, dude!
You're not Taz.
Got me fired up!